Honestly, the most valuable thing I've got from Frontline is just how to better manage my folks. Bringing up in a team meeting, like, how much of your quota are you gonna bring to the table this month? And like really holding people accountable. And that's something I really don't do that I think is extremely powerful.
I used to be on Parker's team, and I just got promoted to SDR Manager at the beginning of this month. I think Parker really helped me in the success in my role and be able to, really prove, my value by challenging me every single day. So first when I came in, he saw the potential that I had, and we changed my quota to be higher than everyone else's because he knew what my long-term goals were.
We do our weekly one-on-ones, and those are always awesome. Parker is a super authentic guy, and I think that's one of the main reasons he does really well. Like, he hasn't let the role kind of like change him at all. If you have anything going on in your life, like, Parker not only will like talk to you about it, but he like makes time, and like he lets you basically like you feel like you're family with Parker too.
I mean, the time that I feel I get the most value is with the one-on-ones, because it's a time when I get to talk to him about not just work but personal. Honestly, if the world had managers all around like Parker, the world would be a much better place as far as more efficient workers and much happier. And that's one thing I feel that's great with this job, is being able to come in here and knowing that not only do I have a great job to come into, but I have great management to come into. I mean, I think I've said it a million times here, is that Parker's just a great guy. He's very positive with everything that he tries to do, and he wants to see everyone succeed. He just wants to see the best for everyone. I mean, what more can you really ask for a manager?
Parker reports to me, and I really value having him on my team because he's got an uncanny ability to really motivate his team and get them to be, very high performing. His team has been the top SDR performing team quarter over quarter. He really cares about his people too, and you can tell that by the way that he interacts with them, how he's able to motivate each one of them individually, in a different way, and it shows up just in their enthusiasm about work, and then obviously in their results as well. One of the things that I really appreciate about Parker is he really takes ownership and accountability. I know that Parker really takes his professional career seriously. He's always looking for ways to improve himself. So going through the SaaSy sales management course was something good and important to him, but more importantly, he took the information that he learned from that and really put it to practice. So I think that's why we also are seeing him win the Impact Award this year.
He immediately set himself apart as somebody who really wanted to be good at what he did, was also very willing to self-assess his weaknesses and understand where he needed to get better and do the work, and understanding the value of repetition to growth. It's very much willing to actually speak truth and deliver hard messages to people, not afraid of that. For us, it's creating fearless investors. For us, it's changing what we believe is broken about financial services and how that derails so many families and lives with what's broken today in financial services. He also deeply has that cause in his heart.
Honestly, I want the world to know that he's an amazing boss. He's going to do anything in his power to make you successful within your career. But I will add that he does wear camo vests, at least 2-3 times a week.
He's a cowboy hat, plaid, jeans and boots kind of guy.
And he loves motorcycles, and I love motorcycles.
One of the things that I would like the world to know about Parker is he likes to have a lot of fun outside of work. He's got a lot of great stories about going dirt bike riding at lunchtime. One story that he recently shared was he went dirt bike riding over his lunch break on a Friday. We typically have our sales leadership meetings on Friday. He fell off his bike into a mud puddle, and he came into the meeting that afternoon covered in mud. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to see him, but he's got a great story about the reaction he got from our VP of sales.
Before joining Riskalyze, I was account executive at a financial company. It was a little more of like what I call like your Dunder Mifflin paper company. So came to work here the beginning of 2017 as an SDR, and just really put my nose to the grindstone and just worked really, really hard. I then got the opportunity to apply for the SDR Manager role and took over my first team end of July 2017. So it only took me roughly about 5-6 months to promote to that management position. Pretty much everyone on my team right now I've hired. I only have one person from the original team. And so it was kind of cool. I got to build and scale my own SDR team in Auburn, California, of all places. So it was cool to finally sit in a room with 20 other sales managers that were all having the same concerns or stresses with their company. We're not going to tolerate, B players anymore. We want to build an A player team. Another thing is just holding our reps accountable. So looking at more data on our one-on-ones and our quarterly reviews and everything like that to kind of just make it more realistic for them. I think it's been cool to kind of connect with some of the people within the community. It's helpful to be able to have a community to reach out to, especially when you take over a new role. And I feel like I'm going to use that when I get into my next role, to be able to have all these people that I can sit down and talk with that are with different companies that might have different ideas or tried things that I want to do and it didn't end up working is very helpful as well. When I was there last year, I was watching the award ceremony, and I remember looking at Brad, we're walking out and he's like, "What'd you think of that?" And I'm like, I want to win that award someday. I think that would be really cool to win.